Royal Crown Digital presents The Cold War, the fall of the Berlin Wall. For nearly 3 decades, the Berlin Wall stood as one of the most powerful symbols of the Cold War. More than a concrete barrier, it represented the division of the world into two opposing ideologies, communism and democracy. It separated East from West, divided families, and became a lasting reminder of how political conflict could reshape everyday lives. The story began after World War II. Following Germany's defeat in 1945, the country was divided into four occupation zones controlled by the United States, the United Kingdom, France, and the Soviet Union. Although Berlin lay deep inside the Soviet zone, the city itself was also divided among the four Allied powers. As tensions between East and West intensified, Germany officially split into two nations in 1949. West Germany became a democratic republic with a thriving free market economy, while East Germany became a communist state under Soviet influence. Life on each side of the border soon grew dramatically different. West Germany prospered economically while East Germany faced political repression, government surveillance, travel restrictions, and economic hardship. Hoping for freedom and better opportunities, millions of East Germans fled through Berlin into the West. By 1961, this migration threatened East Germany's economy. On August 13, 1961, East German authorities sealed the border overnight with barbed wire. Within days, concrete walls replaced the temporary barriers, eventually forming a fortified border more than 150 kilometers long around West Berlin. Watchtowers, floodlights, armed guards, attack dogs, and the notorious death strip made escape extremely dangerous. Families were divided without warning. Parents, children, and lifelong friends suddenly found themselves separated. Yet thousands still risked everything for freedom. Some escaped through tunnels beneath the wall, others hid inside vehicles, forged documents, or flew homemade hot air balloons. While many reached safety, others were captured, imprisoned, or lost their lives trying. The Berlin Wall soon became the defining symbol of the Cold War. In 1963, US President John F. Kennedy visited West Berlin and declared, Ich bin ein Berliner, expressing solidarity with his people. In 1987, President Ronald Reagan challenged Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev with the now famous words, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. During the 1980s, change spread across Eastern Europe. Under Mikhail Gorbachev's reforms of glasnost and perestroika, communist governments began weakening. In East Germany, peaceful demonstrations grew larger each week as citizens demanded democracy, freedom of speech, free elections, and the right to travel. Then came November 9th, 1989. During a televised press conference, East German official Günther Schabowski mistakenly announced that new travel regulations would take effect immediately. Within hours, thousands gathered at border crossings demanding passage into West Berlin. The border guards had received no clear orders. Faced with overwhelming crowds, they opened the gates. For the first time in nearly 30 years, East and West Berliners crossed freely. Scenes of unforgettable joy followed. Families reunited after decades apart. Friends embraced through tears. The thousands climbed onto the wall, waving flags, singing, and celebrating together. Using hammers and chisels, people chipped away pieces of the concrete barrier, transforming a symbol of oppression into one of hope and freedom. Images of the celebrations were broadcast around the world. The fall of the Berlin Wall marked the beginning of the end of the Cold War. Within months, communist governments across Eastern Europe collapsed, and on October 3rd, 1990, East and West Germany officially reunified. Today, sections of the wall remain as memorials. The East Side Gallery has transformed surviving portions into one of the world's largest open-air art galleries, celebrating peace, unity, and freedom. Museums and memorials honor those who suffered and those who sacrificed their lives in pursuit of liberty. The story of the Berlin Wall reminds us that freedom should never be taken for granted. It teaches the dangers of division, the value of democracy, and the extraordinary courage of ordinary people. The wall that once symbolized fear and oppression now stands as proof that no barrier can withstand the determination of people united by hope. Thank you for watching. This has been a Royal Crown digital production. If you enjoyed this documentary, please like this video, share it with your friends and family, and leave a comment with your thoughts. Subscribe to Royal Crown Digital for more historical documentaries and educational content, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new release. Royal Crown Digital, bringing history to life.